After I pass away, I'm going to invite every single person who is basically following this channel to come and do a little bit of an Irish jig on my grave, just to show me a good time in the afterlife, I guess you could say. Because obviously, that's what everybody wants, they just want to be super disrespected. You want to be disrespected in life, and sometimes I just want to be disrespected in the afterlife as well. Said absolutely nobody ever. So, what are we going to be talking about today? Well, we're going to be talking about a absolute dweeb who basically is doing this. Essentially, he is constantly mocking people, or he's constantly doing things that are disrespectful that essentially just completely go against every single thing that I guess you could say you'd want to be happening in a foreign country. And if you don't know who I'm talking about Lochie Jones. He is a Australian YouTuber who apparently went over to Japan and went into a graveyard and essentially started defiling graves. Now, we don't know every single way that he is defiling them, but he is defiling them in the most basic way, I will say. And what I'm talking about is or sorry, in Japan, they have this tradition where basically on gravestones they will leave things that the person liked. So it could be like chocolates, it could be like a little cake slice, it could be a beer, it could be a soda, just something that they enjoyed in their life essentially, and it shows respect to the dead. Kind of, it does something where it's essentially like kind of keeps them in your heart essentially. Um, as almost a kind of cheers to them as if they were still there. And this was a very simple way of just respecting your elders, respecting uh, those who have fallen just in general, so that way you can carry on their legacy and it kind of keep them close at heart. And sorry, I know I kind of repeat myself there, but I wanted to just get the point across. And basically, Lochie Jones went and found this graveyard and found some graves, and these graves had beer on them. Essentially, cans of beer that have been left there by either their friends or their family or whatever. And he just was like, wow, free beer. Wow, no way, I get free beer. And he thought that this was just going to be like a cool thing, I guess you could say. He thought he was, he really thought he was him. Like in this picture, here I'll show it to you guys. So if it pulls up, there we go. So in this picture, he is like full wearing sunglasses, essentially cheering to the camera, basically. Like, what a actual goober! Like this makes zero sense why you would ever do this. And obviously, you have all the people like obviously a lot of people on Twitter are outraged by this. And a lot of people are saying kick him out of the country. I 100% agree. Because here's the thing, right? Is countries like this in general are now getting stricter and stricter and stricter on everybody because of idiotic people like this. So if there's a country you want to visit, like at this current point in time, here's my honest advice, right? One, go there and be respectful. You always should be. Don't do what this guy's doing. Don't go to file graves and pretend like you actually care. No one's gonna think you're cool. They're gonna see through it, and most of all, you're probably gonna end up banned from the country or fined or something like that. I mean, there's a big reason why certain YouTubers no longer go back to other countries, and that's because they were very disrespectful and aren't welcome back there, and because of the certain things that they've done. And also, I would recommend going there soon because YouTube and YouTubers are genuinely ruining other countries. And I know a lot of people like to say, "Oh, it's the Americans. It's always the Americans." It's not just the Americans anymore. It's the Americans, it's people from Australia, it's people from Britain, it's people from China. Uh, it's people from everywhere. It's not just one place or the other. If you have a person who doesn't care and they go to a place and they disrespect it, it doesn't matter their nationality or anything of that sort. They're still disrespecting it. At the end of the day, what we should really stop is stop giving visas to YouTubers. And that might sound like a sad thing to say, but maybe there should be an extensive background check. And if you have a YouTube channel that you post vlogs on, you're just not allowed to like go to these countries anymore. And that might seem like a little bit of a restriction that's weird or something to someone, but like how many times are we gonna see the same story essentially over and over again? Like we saw the Logan Paul incident years and years ago. We're seeing this incident now. I mean, has everybody seen that video where you have the lady in Japan who's like fully dressed up in her kimono, has full makeup on and everything, and there's literally like a tourist in her face like this with her phone recording her? Like, bro, you can't make this stuff up anymore. And this is exactly why these countries are getting very strict about the rules in their laws and why people need to follow them. And it's extremely sad that basically these countries that are very prosperous, as not only by themselves but also because of tourists, are now going to have to suffer in a lot of ways because of no tourists. I mean, it will take just Japan in general. Japan isn't going to suffer a lot because of a lack of tourists. They're just not. But there is a lot of businesses, especially in the like Tokyo region, that are catered specifically to tourists, so that way they can draw in as many foreigners as possible. So it's just interesting to like see stuff like this, and it's not just here either. People do go to Australia as well, and do heinous things there. Like people go to Australia and they will mess with the wildlife, and like and actually destroy parts of wildlife that are really important. Or people will come to America and I don't know what it is about people coming to America, but it's like people see it as their personal trash can a lot of the time. You don't know how many times where uh not even just foreigners but Americans as well will literally just like randomly throw their trash on the ground. I mean, they could be 1 millimeter away from a trash can and they would still throw it on the ground. You'd be absolutely shocked if you learned how many people actually do that. And it's just crazy. We should just stop harming other people's cultures and harm other parts of the world. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I need sympathy, big, or whatever. I'm just saying this is stupid because I want to actually go to these countries, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people who do want to go to other countries as well. That essentially YouTubers just ruin for everybody. YouTubers and aggressive tourists, obviously, they just ruin it for like everybody. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. Weird article about Lochie Jones apparently disrespecting the country. Japan, you probably won't see this video. If you do, ban him. That's my honest advice. Any country that someone comes and does this, ban them. If it's illegal, arrest them. I mean, we saw the stuff with like Johnny Somali. He got arrested. Okay, cool. I, I don't care. Like, I would prefer that, and I think our country, like as America, we should honestly say that too. Like as America, we should be like, if you go to a separate country and you're super disrespectful, they can just arrest you. We don't care. And like I said, it might seem harsh, but it's like I think it's more weird to go and disrespect a entire country, continent, culture for clicks, essentially. I don't know. But have a wonderful night, everybody. Peace.